Hey everyone, welcome back to Pocket Coach. This was a crazy weekend of volleyball. Played 8 matches and we're able to make it all the way to finals. We'll go over the results from that when we get to that match. I want to go through each of these matches from gold bracket. So we were able to get through the two challenge matches into gold, and then this is our first match of actual bracket play. Now, I have all these notes that I've created before playing each of these teams, which technically would be like our game plan. And just want to go over them, see things that I could have done differently as a coach, maybe player tendencies that I can watch out for in practice, even though we've already started to develop some of these things. So, this is against Gators Volleyball Club 16. And I'll just go ahead and pull out the notes here that we had for them. So, biggest thing that we wanted to emphasize with our team is first thing is we have to play really clean. If we can minimize our errors and force other teams to deviate from their game plan against us, then we're going to be in a really good position. And it limits how many free points that we're going to give. As far as the setter, it was number 8 on this team and a little bit shorter of a blocker. So we wanted to take advantage of that with our outsides and middle. And in way for us to be able to do that and get easier balls back, we primarily were going to serve to 1 since she went with the flow a lot. And the offense that they had, their outsides, 3 was definitely going to be someone on our radar since she was a 6 rotation player, could attack anywhere she wanted, even was attacking balls that were 20 feet off the net, and just really solid player. Same thing with number 7. She was a phenomenal out of system attacker. Really challenged our defense to make sure that we were defending appropriately the places that we had talked about on the court, and we'll go through some of those changes as the match goes on. And their middles were very consistent in attempting to be involved. So 19 just was always available, and the other middle, number 1, consistently was able to attack and apply pressure to the left side of the court, which if your outsides aren't blocking, it's going to make it very difficult for the left back to attack. And I actually made that note, must have not typed it, where outsides have to block the A. And that's even something now that we're trying to work on and make our outsides more consistent with. And as far as their defense, they played this like rotation hybrid with perimeter, depending on how the set was looking in the game. If their opponents were in an out of system scenario, they switched to rotation, and it also kind of just depended on where that setter was setting from. And we just made sure that our attackers were focused on attacking high, maybe include some fadeaway shots, and if we could activate the middles and the right sides really early, it would make our outsides shine a lot more. And just want to go through it and see how we were able to stick to this game plan. And I've got the dogs back there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's Duke, the big guy. And then Nala's the other one. I guess she's tearing up Duke's toy, I guess. I don't know. So this is going to be the third match that we've played, and actually in the challenge bracket, both of those matches went to 3 sets, and I'm sure at this point the team was just exhausted. But, you know, they did a really good job just continuing to push through. They knew what the goal was and just executed on what our game plan is. So as far as serve receive goes, we definitely like being in a stacked formation, and That means that we have our right side pulled all the way over, then we've got our middle blocker shifted here, and then we like to put our outside, definitely we're very outside heavy on this team, and really wanted to make sure that we can always get them in a position to where they can swing, but these next 3 matches we're really focused on trying to get the middles active early. Yeah, so they have their outside starting in the front, so we wanted to really make sure that we keyed in on her. And we like that. We were really lucky to have an off match between our final challenge match and this match, because I was able to actually watch a couple of Gators matches in between. So we served that 116. So just to go back here and look at this. So since this is somebody that we really wanted to key in on, both outsides, regardless of who they were, they really liked these deep shots. We shifted our middle back to come over a little bit. We pulled our off blocker a little bit deeper as well, and just let our left back have all the range that they wanted to be able to dig without any question. Like, hey, these are your balls. We're gonna challenge your range. And we allowed our right backs, even if they were setters, to take more of the tips, like right over, or even the rolls that were inside the court a little bit more, since we knew we were good at a system attacking team. But we just wanted to limit their outsides options. I don't know if there was a big touch on that, but I was convinced that there was, and line judge must have thought so too. Oh, and you guys can actually, if we go back and look, pretty sure they shift 2 out of system here. Yeah, so if you can see double block, they have their right back right here, and then you've got that line defender directly behind where right back is, and they kind of just leave the 2 people here. So attacking the 5 and 516 was something we really wanted to do. And at this point in the tournament, I pretty much just told all the hitters, like, we're in green light scenarios whenever sets are good. I want you to feel confident hitting hard. Our coverage was looking really good. Need to turn this down a little bit. Yeah, so there's that out-of-system attacker. We made sure that everyone was prepared to dig, regardless of where she was going to hit. Really unlucky, but phenomenal shot by Maddie there. We've been trying to get both of our outsides to develop some type of hard cross, and because they both attack the line really well, so I don't think we've been able to pass well enough here yet, though, to be able to set the middles. So I am glad that our middle still ran her route there, freed up some court or outside to be able to attack. Nice deep shot by Lexi. Going in, we like the deep ball there. We like to have our center backs take as much as they can and bang her. What a shot from Maddie. Gets really good, really nice pogo, last 2 steps, and is able to attack that hard cross again. Now, here I'm telling Sydney, I need you to ignore, like, let's not worry about the right side here. I need you to worry about everything in front of the setter, because this middle blocker is pulled over here, and she just gets into a position to run a B. So I just asked Sydney to immediately shift over here. So you notice once serve goes, she sees balls there and she starts to immediately shift over. And then that way we're in a really good position to either defend this B because Lexi's in front of her, or we just go for our normal block to the outside there. Great touch by Lexi. And then we go to the out of system ball on the outside. I don't remember what I'm yelling at there. Great serve there. Okay, so we're in a chaotic ball again. And honestly, like, that's a ball that's really tough, but if you're going up to block, I definitely feel like there's got to be some kind of area that we're trying to take, and I think City does a really good job in attempting to do that with her right hand. And Lexi just wasn't off enough to be able to play this ball well. Should she have sprayed the ball? No, but you just need to make sure that if we're not helping block, we need to be off the net. Like, and this is an example here of outsides not helping block, and just got to do a better job of that. Good drop shoulder there. A little bit of an inside set. Very hard to attack that ball. Go to the back row here. Very nice touch by Lexi, and I have no idea what that is. Oh my god. What? I cannot believe. Definitely, I think something that our team needed. They were feeling a little uptight, and Casey's just figured out a way to not get called for stuff like that. It's a very good one serve. We get that first time out and really good position. Now, as we're going through this timeout, I'm definitely reminding of them like, hey, we really need to be sticking to the game plan here of where we're serving. Are we involved on blocking? If we're not blocking, can we be pulled off to help defense? And I think we're doing a really good job at that. Middles could just be a little bit better about being aware of where that ball is going and not getting juked out. And a lot of that is just being patient. They really want to be there on the block, so they're very early and then end up being wrong. So it's okay to be late, but you can't ever be wrong. So something that we're working on, and I think once they get that down, we're going to be pretty solid on defense. Nice turn down the line there. Okay, so this is that scenario here where they have that shorter setter, and we really want to make sure that we're taking advantage of this, whether it's we're keeping serve or we just continue to beat this down, because they've already, just like us, because we have a shorter opposite as well, they are accounting for this in their defense, and smart decision. So we either need to hit as hard as we can and challenge their defense discipline, Or we need to just be really smart with shot selection and attacking the middle of the court there. Taylor's going back to serve here. I think pretty sure I just told Mac, like, hey, you've got a short setter, like, bang away. Nice swing there. I'm really glad Addy decided to go to our right side there first. So, not too sure. Oh, just we weren't able to make a move on it. That's something that's definitely going to happen to us a lot, especially when we've got Casey front row. Just like their setter when she's front row, a lot of teams are going to take advantage of that. So definitely something we're working on before we head back to Louisville again for JVA to develop something to defend that. So let's see here. Yeah, so that's just the classic case of middles just wanting to go in and attack really hard. Whereas if we can have our shoulders open to the ball a little bit better, right? Like this shoulder's just immediately parallel with the net there. So what I would like to see is maybe if we can get some, let's see if I can do this, rotation here, where we can rotate our body in this direction. And then it'll be a lot easier to be able to attack this ball. Because when she goes to hit this, like she's right here. Like all it would take is just a simple turn of the body and we can attack in this direction right here. So that's something that we've been working on the past week and a half as well. Yeah, oops. And we just got to keep our hips low and focus on dropping our shoulder rather than bringing our legs straight and standing up. Keeping our knees bent. They're going to go to her again. Yep, she stays a little bit more loose there, but Addie does a really good job in trying to hustle for that. Yeah, just called first contact timeout. A lot of the the timeouts that we have are involving first contact. Like, I don't think I ever called timeouts on just because we got blocked or, let's say we hit out a few times, unless it's like such a huge detriment to what it is. Like, what's happening isn't going to change. So unless really the only thing that we need to call timeouts on is first contact. So another poor first contact. Meg makes a really smart decision there to go a little bit off speed, but what I would have liked is maybe like a 60% shot here, a little bit deeper, rather than being... I wonder how far off the net she was when she tried to do this. Yeah, so, I mean, her approach finish is like 9 feet. It's not a really good position to roll from, especially when you're doing it from the back of the ball here. Because then it's just going to go like this, which is what it ends up doing. What I would like to see next time is maybe we go underneath and then we can send it like over here instead. Very poor arrow drawn by me. But I mean, it worked out because they touched it, but... Alright, so they have the out of system outside. Miss our serve. Another first contact error. Nice pass. We go to the middle there, and we can see what happened here. Okay. So this just looks like a ball that was just set too far out. Looks like an A out, where instead of the ball being here, we kind of send it a little bit further over this way. But if that's what we're doing, then the middle should be shifted over a little bit more. So you're almost attacking this gap. Imagine if she had just ran an A, she would have been able to barrel that ball through. It's unfortunate. Timing was really good though. Okay, so we're looking to get another pass here. Very nice drop shoulder. I love it. Great swing from Mac. So going for a free ball here. Let's see what we do. And this looks like another ball where she's just trying to go out. Yeah. The ball's way too low for us to be able to hit that. Definitely doesn't look like that anymore, that's for sure. Would have liked to seen a little bit deeper of a throw there. Nice touch by Case. So this is a scenario here where they're not in that rotation anymore, because they have that other right side. Oh wait, they are, but what happened? Oh, the deeper person hit it. Okay, yeah, so they are still in rotation. Oops. And we got the net call. Lucky. Yep, and here we are serving to one. Nice job. Yeah, we're not really intimidated to serve to liberos here because, especially at 15 and 16, a lot of liberos don't get that many passing reps in game, you know, and they're primarily going to get most of their touches on defense, so a lot of these liberos are cold when it comes to being able to pass the ball when we haven't gone to them at all that match. Good job. So what I really like there is that same thing for here, where we have eyes on the middles first. And Bree does a great job of making sure she's up. I don't know if there was a touch on that, but I like the lineup. I like the jump. She's up early. And, you know, if there's a touch on it, then good for the hitter. It's kind of a tricky serve there. It's a good attempt there on a save. Nice. Good watch. No! The iPad. Okay, cool. Just a lot of errors right now on both sides of the net. Nice pass. Watching the B once again. Great job, Lexi, being up on that and Casey following through. Phenomenal banger. And that's a banger right there. Nice job, Maddie. Great job, Casey. So what we really wanted to do here was on this B, We're just committing everything to stopping either the B or the HUD here, and we're ignoring behind, where we have our outsides take care of this, middle back shifts over to take care of the seam, and we've got our, setters. They're ready to take that ball up. And, we attack really well out of system, so banger. Okay, let's see here. Shift over. It's an awkward ball. Great job, Casey. Go for the out of system swing. That's a nice job. Nice job. Nice tempo on the set from Case as well. And that's alright, Tough ball. I don't think we dug it very well. Yeah. So. Nice feet to ball. So really good feet. You see that this ball is right here. Right? Feet are planted here. It's about to be in line with her shoulder. So she's going to be a really good position to attack. Now, as that ball comes down, she then goes to finish right here, attacking that high ball just like we wanted, and then we just put it right there. But since it ends up hitting the block, and I think it ends up going to like right there. Yeah. Really nice shot. Oh, Duke's friend is... Duke, is your friend outside? No? I know. Nice drop shoulder there. We reversed the flow to go to Lexi. Nice swing, Lexi. They just unfortunately were lined up really well with you. Way to be off the net. And we're going up again. Fade away. Kind of having a little pop-off moment here. Really nice. Okay, we're waiting on this serve here. I'll just go ahead and skip. So great job. I mean, Sydney is huge on the net. Like, you see how... Like, she has a phenomenal block. She's got these nice long arms. Press. She knows, this other middle knows that if I go to hit this, I'm getting roofed right now. So we forced that middle into some awkward scenarios and did a really good job. Really, really good job. Nice job being up. Great job watching. So we're shifted over again on the block. Nice job. Now, the only poor thing about Rose's lineup here is that she just wasn't all the way out. She was lined up this shoulder, which is her outside one, on the hitting one. When we would rather it be... Oh, hang on. How do I do this? We would rather it be this shoulder lined up with... How many of these did I put? This shoulder. Like, that's how far off we are. Like, we almost kind of don't want to be able to see this hitting arm because Rose's body would be in front of it lined up here. So that's the only reason why I got her. I mean, if she had just been over a little bit more, that's a stuff block. Way to be available, Rose. Nice job. Nice high swing. And that's a much, but I mean, right there, boom. Like, lined up here, arms here. We're on the inside of her. She gets a great touch, and we, instead of running through a ball, decided to go for the cool pancake. IHOP was not open. Okay. Pull a timeout here. Don't remember as to why, but okay. Good attempt at trying to drop a shoulder there. Go out of bounds. It's alright. It's going to happen occasionally whenever you're going to attack for a high ball. Just need to make sure that your contact is behind the ball rather than underneath it. Out of bounds. Try to really aggressively go after Maddie, which I would. So we have their middle blocker going behind the setter here. This is one of the things that we really wanted to make sure that our blockers are always aware. Like, this is actually the middle here. That's starting behind this setter. And then we have that great off-speed, out-of-system attacker on this side. So really, really, really needed to make sure that we were watching where all of these people were at all times, and why we gave, the servers, hey, let's serve as aggressive as we can. That's the first match there. Or first set, I should say. We start in rotation 5. Oh my goodness, Sydney covered so much ground. Bang. Whoa, so she right, left, hopped. Oh my goodness. What a good block. She made it out there, which is awesome. So, really nice job, Sydney. And that was just a lot of room for Taylor to cover there, I believe. Like, it's once... Yeah, we're just way too far over here, but we immediately talked about it and we cleared it up and whatnot, so... Nice pass. Great job. Going 1 or 4 there. Nice. Great touch, Rose. A little too crafty there. Nice in, so we're pushing it. Yup. Banger! Hey! Nice job. Nice job. Everybody moving together in sync on defense. Nice job. So she's attacking here. I mean, she attacked every single ball, regardless of where she was at. Like, even on balls that were 20 feet off the net, the defense could not relax on either one of the other team's outsides. Nice serve there, Sid. Oh, I know that had to hurt. Oh. Great shot there. Nice deep, 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 deep ball. Really good. Good. Right in her breadbasket there. Very smart shot, Bree. Oh, I called that ball out. Oops. I told her she wasn't going to get it anyway. Those are the balls that Taylor gets aced on. Like I don't think she ever really gets aced on anything deep or even stuff that comes at her hips, and it's anything that drops forward, and something that we've been working on for her. So I'm sure the past week she's been really mental about it. So really glad that we're rewatching this because I'm gonna know what it's gonna look like soon. Wait a minute, was that the first set? Oh man, I didn't realize. I thought that was a really long time out then. Oops. Right. Here we go. Good pass. Gotta look for the middle again. It's alright. Good touch. Nice. That's something that I want to say, like, as a young outside, I wouldn't be so worried about being able to hit hard everywhere. Like, you don't need to be this hitter that can attack aggressively on the line, hard cross, this and that. Like, this is a 80%, 70% swing from Mac because everyone knows that her line shot is phenomenal. And she's developed a really good line shot, which then makes anything else that she does a big threat too, as long as she can execute it well. So here, this is a 70 to 80% shot deep, and it's in and it works. Now, once she's developed that, okay, great. So she has a 70 to 80% shot. She has a hard shot down the line. Now let's develop like a tip or a roll, right? And those are the only three things that she does. She doesn't do anything else. She's really smart about when she does those things, for the most part. Sometimes she does some bonehead stuff, and with our other outside, she's got a really nice 5-4 fadeaway that she can hit really hard. And we're trying to develop her in having a really strong tip or a roll that she can control right now. So the more that teams can become aware of that, makes it a lot easier for you, as not even just as an outside, but as any hitter. As long as you have a really strong shot that teams are aware of, your other two or three, the deeper you go in your arsenal, the better it's going to be. And you really just want to master those three things and being able to do those two or three things in any type of situation that you can. All right, so we get aced on 5, back to back. Nice save there, Case. There's that really hard shot that's in that 5 seam of 6-ish. And it's something that teams will always have to be aware of for her. Just like, both of our middles hit really hard to 5, so we're trying to get them to develop, whether it's a throw to 1 or a tip to 4, or if they can develop a really strong swing to 1 as well. Gosh, that's such a good shot. Would have loved to just see her hold her hands. Like, you can see this hand goes out and away a little bit right here. So, really just need to make sure that I need to make sure to be on her about this a little bit. Great job, Lexi, on getting up. Nice angle there. Banger! Looks like Lexi goes in and gets herself a banger here. Like, phenomenal job of figuring out a way. How can I take care of this ball? Gets her feet there, cuts it. I mean, that team was convinced that it went outside of the intent of there, and it what a great shot by Alexi. Way to save Casey. Way to be aggressive up there. So we're waiting, we're watching her. Good. So Maddie's now trying to they're shifting over to block that 5 from her. And there's a great throw from Sydney that we get an out of system almost-ish ball back. And great lineup from Rose there. Yeah, like that's a shot that will always apply pressure on the defense. So really good job. You know, Maddie's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. They haven't been able to side out because of it. So yeah, just need to work on our pressing and blocking a little bit better. Good up and lift there. Right, so this is a really bad shot to take here. So attack when you're this far into the court. Okay, and this isn't, you know, of the fault of whatever hitter this is. Just it happens to be Maddie. Like if the setter's going to bring you a ball that puts you and eliminates, you know, a quarter of the court for you to be able to hit, that is really ugly line. You have a sealed 4 hands in front of you here. Right? Boom. Oh, make that a little smaller. Right here. So the smarter shot's going to be where we can go right here. We can tip into this area right here. Or something that I would have really liked to see is I would love for her to challenge herself here. How hard of a ball could we get to here? You know, can we really apply pressure on that defense? Can we see if they're really available and ready to dig? But getting blocked in this scenario is not good because we just took a bad situation and made it worse. So we just got to make sure that we're attacking high when we're really inside rather than attacking low, or we put them in an equally as bad situation, whether it's because of a well-placed tip where we put them at a system or we take care of the ball. Stuff. Nice drop shoulder there. Tried to save it. Great lineup again, Rose. Good. So we're whipping it. Hey, banger. So Rose goes ahead and gets herself a banger here. Really nice hand contact. Really good outside of the ball. She attacks. Hang on, let's go back a little bit more. So she's up here. Boom. She goes for this cut right here, where she's attacking this side of the ball. And, I mean, really nice job, Rose. Into an ace. So City's doing a little bit better job as this match goes on of getting further and further and further mentally as far as being up earlier, making sure she's trying to swing as hard as she can, because that's all I wanted to challenge the middles to do here, is I need them to at least be in the back of the mind of those middles. And this is what I'm talking about with having a really hard shot and then having a shot that you can challenge the defense, and are they in good defensive position here? So Mac really likes that hard line shot. So we go, hey, let's challenge their defense here. And I don't believe the right back is as shallow as they normally are. So she challenges them with a roll. Boom, gets them. Because they were so aware that when that setter's front row, we are going to attack the line. So they put her a little deeper, and we put in an off-speed shot there. Banger. Oh my gosh, we gotta watch that again. Banger. Nice job. Phenomenal job, Sydney. You know, both her and Bree, you know, as this tournament went on, they didn't start out very hot. And as the tournament went on, they stayed with it. They focused on the things that they were doing really well. And I just think as players and even as people, if you're going to look for something bad, there's going to be always something that you can find. And they both really focused on trying to do the things that they were doing well consistently. And eventually that other stuff came, and that's a phenomenal scenario there. And boom, now Matt can go back into an attacking hard again, and works. Oh, good ball. I don't think that was as close to the net as Casey thought it was. Oh. Ace, ace, in your face. So now we're in a split scenario with our outside on the right side here. Hey, look at that. Got another banger here. I mean, she does a really good job of getting there early. And I mean, oh my goodness, she's about to bang that ball. And goes for the turn. Does a really good job of turning it 2-1, which is what we had been asking for. Ends up clipping the side of that blocker, and you get the point. Way to be up early. And she's over there like, oh my gosh, that was so bad. But, you know, you scored. What's the point? Oh, that's a huge touch. Oh. The ball literally changes direction. That's a huge touch. So all I said to the middles here is I want to make sure that we have vision of where that middle is going at all times. And we didn't do that, and that's why she literally looked at me right after that. I just got done telling them, have your eyes on that middle. But, you know, they're kids, they forget. Fade away. Fade away. We need to get a fade away and banger counter on here, because I think I've probably said it like 4 times, at least for Maddie. Max got a few bangers. I think all of our hitters have had bangers now. Yeah, we just have to work on hands. She was in front of her. It just didn't hit her hands well. Let a miss serve. Oh, yeah. A little bit of a poor lineup there. Okay, so we're shifted here. We're in a chaos ball. We know this person attacks every ball. Good communication there from Sydney. They got their own fadeaway. Really low shot. You guys can see her face. Can't see the score. I wish I could see it. The match after this one's going to be really fun to go over. Nice directional job to be up there early. Oh my god. Okay, so on this ball, I think it's on this one here. I go, hey, instead of doing a directional block, you should try to hit it. Doesn't even hit the ball, mind you. Full blown makes hand contact with the net. But you know, I love that our team has these moments throughout matches because it keeps them loose. They go back to having a little bit of fun and they're just enjoying it. Understanding that mistakes are part of the game. Call a timeout here just to slow the pace of the match down and get them refocused. So. A little bit off, but nice pass still. Wow, good hard cross. We play. Oh, tough. A little bit chaotic of a situation there, but again, like you can't think in these situations as this goes. We'll slow this down. As these situations happen, right? So she goes up, puts her a little bit high. She does what she can to try and save it, saves the ball. And then we just need to think like, okay, can't make a bad situation worse. Let's create an opportunity where we can play defense. Or let's make sure the other team is aware of what's happening and let's challenge their defense, you know? And I think if our team can get a little bit better on those things, we'll lose less of those chaotic points. Great pass, Taylor. Not the lefty into the block. Phenomenal pass, Vivian. Great coverage, Rose. And we give it right back to her and we say, go get you one. Banger. Like, talk about doing your job. Like, this is the case of someone doing their job here. Off block. It gets back, ready to attack. Boom. Like, was ready. Like, really showed up there. Nice serve there. So, chaos ball here. We know she's going to attack because their outsides are really good at attacking those. Nice job. We're just trying to take care of each ball at a time as it comes. Really good job here of awareness from our DSs here. They don't shift all the way. They kind of just go to where they need to be at even when they see she's there. And just a nice calm ball. It's an off-speed ball and we take care of it. We find our outside and we're attacking it. Wait not to get ace there, so we just go to our outside. She's done a phenomenal job the entire match, and she mixes in that roll shot right over the block, so. Alright, so we've got game point here. We're watching, we're aware of the chaotic ball here. They're going to attack, or at least jump and down ball. And that's the match, and we're going on into semis for gold at Bluegrass. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this breakdown of this match. Next match is going to be a really intense one of the game plan that we had for that and what we were going to do. So catch you guys next time as we go through this.